What is going on YouTube? It's FlopFish here, and welcome back to the next part of the Hearthstone Arena run. We started off 3-0 with this deck, and it's actually a fairly solid deck. Again, it's kind of a early to mid-game deck. We want to generally beat them by the time we get to about turn 8, turn 9, something like that. Or at least make sure we have lethal on turn 10. And it's been working out pretty good. So there's some good combos here, just kind of refreshing my knowledge on the deck as well. So the zombie chow is definitely important. The backstabs, alright. The shadow steps have been working out really well with the Kodo actually came in clutch that one game. The Argent Commander as well. So let's go ahead and let's continue. We're 3-0. So we're gonna face someone who also has 3 wins. I'm pretty sure that's how Arena works. And let's hop right into this game. So I'm kind of excited to see how it plays out. And yeah, and hopefully you guys are enjoying the Hearthstone stuff. It's a lot of strategy involved with it, as well as some luck. But again, there is a lot of strategy involved with it. Just kind of what cards to play and what kind of deck to build and stuff like that. Arena takes away a lot of the strategic. It takes away and also adds more strategic to it, which is why I like it. Because you don't have a fixed strategy that you can run. So like right here, again, I really don't have many good plays. I mean, I can keep the owl. It's not really something I want to keep, but for the sake of having a 2-drop minion, I just want to have it. I should get another 2-drop, but it's just in case I don't. I have something to play that turn, and I do have the nice little Shiv to play. So, so far so good actually. Or the dagger. That's not the Shiv. The dagger. There we go. That's what I was looking for. So far, so good. It looks like a turn 2 Imp Master might actually be a strong play here. It gives us a 1-4 and a 1-1, which deals with a lot of the 3-2 health minions that they can put out. And yeah, that might not be a horrible play to option off here. We'll see what they summon. So you got a secret. If it is a snipe, that's actually a really good way to test for it too. But the zombie chow might not be a bad bet. Chow and Master. So we'll see what it is. If it's a freezing trap, perfect. If not, then that's fine by me too. So pretty much Chow's going to take rid of any 2-3 they put out, or any 3-2 they put out. And it's going to allow me to kind of put out some pretty good stats here, some pretty good damage early on. We'll see what it is. It is a misdirection. So that's not really a big deal. I actually can silence Chow if I really want to, but for the sake of staying on curve this turn, we're going to play the Imp Master. Honestly, I think I should have played the Yeti there. I forgot I had coin and could have coined in Yeti, and that's always something very hard to deal with. But early on, I think this might be a little bit of a stronger play. Just get some board presence, and it's easier to trade the 1-1, the 1 minions off early on than in a late game too. So we'll see what they have in store, and then next turn is looking either like Yeti or Amani, the Berserker, and the Eviscerate if they put out a 4 health. So again, that's really not a big deal at all to me. All it means is that all minions cost 2 more until I take it out with my 1 minion. So you know what, given the fact that we can just clear this off the board, I want to use a Chow. And then I'm actually going to want to crash in with... Yeah, let's go with the Imp Master here. So that leaves it with the 2 health. You know what? No, let's go with Zombie Chow. And let's go ahead and go with that. And let's go get the Juggler in. And let's get the Berserker in. So we got a lot of stuff in play now. And again, it can be taken out relatively easily. But it's going to be a lot of minion-based attacks, which again is always good. We'll see what they can play here. We do have the silence in case they have a high main. That's pretty much our biggest worry. And even then, it's not really something I think we need to really worry about, because we can crash in and take it out with a few minions here. So let's go ahead and let's deal the 2 here. I can always coin into Eviscerate if I really have to. So let's go ahead and let's put the 4 out. We'll see where this hits. If it hits him, that is going to be ideal, because now we can just take out, yeah, and we're just going to coin into the Eviscerate. Do we want to do that, or do we want to take it out with the... I think the more minions we have on the board, the better. Yeah, we dealt with that really efficiently. And strong board control, not really a loss in hand. If they do copy something, it's not going to burn us a ton. So we're in good shoes here. We're in really good shoes here so far. And again, this is a typical high main turn. They're probably going to look at playing something like that. We'll see what they have, though, in store for us. So, yeah, that's pretty much all there is to it. That light is really bright, by the way. I should probably put some sunglasses on. Alright, so they got the charge, so they're going to take a 6 mana minion out for a 4 mana. That is a huge plus for me. And we have the Divine Shield and the Argent Commander. Let's see how much damage we can get done here. We get 1, 2, 3. I think, honestly, if we charge in and then Shadow Step them out, there's really not much they can do. I think we charge in, and that takes him down quite a bit, and we Shadow Step him out. Shows that we have him, but you know what? Given the nature of our board, we've got a lot of minions out there. They're down to 10 health. They put on any trap of some sort, we can get rid of it, and we can pretty much get the win here. So it's looking like it's going to be a lethal this turn. I don't know how they're going to play around it. We again have the silence to play around. We have a very good turn next turn, very strong turn next turn. We'll see what they play though. Again, an explosive shot would work. That's a good play from them. I'm not going to lie. I'm actually, yeah, that works out really well for them. They can clear the entire board off. Right? Yeah, they can clear almost the entire board off, which is still good for us because again, we've got most of our board left, and we'll see what they choose to attack with here. But if they just go face, and if they go face, it's game over. I don't think do they remember I Shadow Stepped? If they don't remember I Shadow Stepped, it's game over. Because that's there we go. So now they remembered I Shadow Stepped, which is going to cause some easy trade-ins. And I think actually this turn, we're going to trade this one in here. We're going to go ahead and take that out. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to put on a dagger. And we're just going to, you know what, we're just going to attack face. Because, again, very low on health. Really not a lot that they can do. We're in really strong shoes here. We have lethal next turn. We have a silence to get lethal next turn if they put up a big taunt. There's really not much they can do here. So, Ooze, again, that's really not a big deal. They have to get a taunt up. If they don't get a taunt up, we win. And say thank you. And let's go ahead and let's do a little bit of work here. I think they completely forgot about that, which is pretty much the win. Game over. You can put it in the Koei bank. But yeah, that was a really weak hunter. That's a really weak 3-win hunter. Like when the Hounds doesn't do that much damage to you. I mean, I did get a little bit lucky there, but I mean, you know, it worked out really well. I kind of played around it. I played that really well. Playing the Imp Master turn 3 ended up working out really well because I could get the Eviscerate onto the Sea Giant. And that was really the turning point in this game because once that Sea Giant was killed, they couldn't do anything. And I just had complete board control. They didn't have a mind control attack, which is always your biggest worry in Arena when you play 4 or more minions. A lot of people play around it, but I'm kind of stopping to play around it unless it seems pretty obvious. That was one of the times where it actually did seem pretty obvious. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to keep... Let's keep the Silver Moon. It gives us a turn 4 play. And Knife Juggler. Nice. So we'll go with... I think we'll go with the Berserker turn 2. And then we'll go with Jugs. We'll see. We'll see how they play this. But if they play a Cleric, we go with the Jugs. If they don't, then we go with Berserker. Berserker, again, does take that out relatively easily, though. So, if they get... Is a card draw worth the 5 attack? I'd say yes, but we'll see. I think we just go with this. I think that's just the best play to do here. Again, because we can take it out. If they Shadow Word Pain here, that's really not a big deal. Alright, so they're just going to take this out. I'll take that trade-off all day, every day, because that's no card draws. And And then let's go with Da. So the goal here is just to hit the Direwolf Alpha off, and then kind of either, I think next turn we're going to just go with the Silver Moon Guardian here. Simple 4 mana play, good 3/3, can be a 6/3 as long as they don't silence. But the goal right now again is to focus all the attention onto the Direwolf Alpha here. And then they're going to get a card in. So that's actually a very key drop there that they just got. So how do we want to play this? I think our best way again is just going to be going the 2 onto there. Gets rid of that. And then I think again the Silver Moon Guardian is going to be a safe play. And because of this scenario, let's deal 1 damage to there. And that sets up a couple ways to take it out next turn without taking any damage. Well, with taking 3 damage max. So, it might cost a little bit more, but we'll see. And, I mean, that worked out for me because I can just take out the cultist with the zombie chow. And then I can take out the other thing with the blade. But they obviously will play around it, so that's beneficial. That's actually really beneficial to me because I can just go like boom. So I want to take this out first, and then actually because it's 2 health, let's keep the Divine Shield on, and let's go ahead and do the 3 damage there. So we do have board control here. I'm guessing they're going to Kodo here. I have a feeling they took Kodo out of my hand. No, they took the Berserker out of my hand. That is a good news here. That's really good news here. Because we can Kodo this. I think we Kodo. Which means we can take out 1. I think we take this out. Yeah, let's lose the Divine Shield. And I should have played around Cabal Shadow Priest there, but I think we're okay without it. We've got a couple 3 health minions. We can sap something back to their hand if needed. That's going to be a good sap because they probably have Circle of Healing or something. No, they don't. What the heck kind of deck are they running then? How much do we value keeping cards on the table here? Because we can just attack this off with that. Actually, if we attack off with this and then sap that back, I kind of want to keep the sap. But 3/6, that might not be a bad place to silence this and sap it back. No, I think we're just gonna. Oh, this is a toughie. Return a minion into your opponent's hand. Let's see here. Let's go with the blade. I think it's a good call just getting this out there. Given our health, the smart play is just going to be to do this. And that's going to allow us to get a lot of damage down range. And yeah, I think that's the right play. We're fairly even. I do have a lot less health, but I do have a sap to make up for it. So let's see here. Let's see what's going to happen. I'm not sure what to expect from them. So are they going to try to just take something out right away? Alright, so they're going to gain control of that. They're going to take that out. And then it's going to leave me with... Alright, so it'll give me a 1/1 to deal with, a 3/2 to deal with. That works out really well because when we go like this, we can just attack this with this. Again, how much do we value our health? Not a ton. And we'll also take that out, and that'll leave us with this. So again, I'm guessing they have something like Holy Nova. Holy Nova would be a good card here for them to have. Again, it just buffs them up a little bit. I get to 6 though, so I think that's game. I don't think they have an answer, and I'm fairly confident because we've got 3 health minions. I think it's game. That's 14. That's game. 9, 12, 13. We're 1 off lethal, so with the amount of Viscerates we have in the deck, I think it's pretty key. We'll sap that back if we don't draw one. Yeah, I think we'll just sap it back. I don't think we have much of an option. I just go here, 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 which leaves us with 2. I think we silence and sap. We silence, and we sap it back, and then we go ahead and we deal 1 there. We take this back, and we return this to the hand, just in case they have a taunt that comes up and we can't get through it. So that is the only reason why I took that back, because I mean, we do have a lot of health on the board. Again, there's very little they can do. We can silence something if it gets a taunt, and it's just kind of saying like they have to kill me here. If they have like Malygos or something like that, then they win. Then they're in really good shoes again. But if not, then we're in good shoes. So that's the game. That was pretty key, because again, if they kept that out there and they had something like Defender of Argus, they can taunt it up and we'd be done. Which, well, we wouldn't be done. We could have silenced it, but so it's not horrible. So so yeah, that is pretty much all there is to this. We'll see what we can get. 5 wins so far is really strong, actually. So we'll see how good the next game goes. It is rolling really well, actually, so far, this deck. I'm liking it. It's fun in Arena. It's got a little bit of a mix of everything. So let's see. Alright, so we got a mage. We're getting to the type of area where we're going to be facing a lot of mages. And this is where we're going to want to have our good board clearance stuff. I think for the time being, we just get rid of those 2. That's a good card to play turn 2. And if we get Zombie Chow, oh, perfect. What a good opening. I mean, I could do without Stormwind Champion, but it's good to have that late game card at least so you know you have it. Perfect card turn 1, because anything they play, we can kind of counteract it and just build up some health. So Zombie Chow is a card that I wasn't crazy over, but now I see how useful it is, just because you can take out those early minions and kind of get that advantage you need. We'll see what they're going to play here, but so Haunted Creeper. Do we really want to deal with that? I think we just ignore it for now, and I think we just attack face. As stupid as it seems with this, that's their best plan of action. They're gonna probably Frostbolt here. Just takes a lot of the focus off, and then they're gonna attack in with that. No, they're not. A little bit of a different play here than what I was expecting. Honestly, I think we 2 onto that and then take it out. Use this at a 1. It leaves them with takeout though. I think we just do a simple play here. Don't overextend. Still keep a lot of my clearance in check, and we'll see what they have to kind of offer. All right, so they do have the charge, but you know what? That's trading a 3 mana minion for a whatchamacallit, for a 1, which I am always fine with. And in this scenario, I mean, we're just playing out not getting great draws, to the point where I might actually have to do some desperate measures, but we'll see. Again, the 1/2 spiders is not a big deal to leave on the board right now. It's always an issue later on, but for right now, it's all right. I think for this turn, we're going to want to sap. We're going to want to sap back. And I think we're just going to blade, and we'll sit. Yeah, that's a smart play. Just because next turn then we'll go Fan of Knives and get the Defias Ringleader out there. So we got our 2/7 drops in here, which is always key. The sap on that just made it so I can play this again. We'll see what they do here, and the goal of this is going to be to take that out without really doing much damage. Which unfortunately we're going to take 4. That's a good card to have because we can clear out the freeze there. I think, yeah, this is the right play to do. It's gonna hurt us in the long run, but it's only 4, which isn't a big issue. get the 2-2 and the 2-1 out there. And we do have the Eviscerate combos next turn. If they ignore these, we have the War Golems. If they have a Blizzard, we're done. But I think they're just going to trade here. I'm fine with taking a trade on them too. We got a lot of good plays next turn. So they're going to play a 4 cost. I think because of that, well, I think we just take this out. As expensive as that was. Kodo coming in handy again. And again, they can't Flame Strike that off, so we're in really good shoes. So again, we gotta watch our health. They're trying to probably get us to 10 before we're done. It's pretty much about it. They're putting us into Flame Strike range here, but I think we just do this without taking any damage to the face. We can silence, but I think for this turn, I think our best bet's just gonna be taking it out. So let's go ahead and let's deal 4 damage there, and let's take it out. And let's go ahead and let's leave that on the board. It's on the board with 1 health too, which isn't bad. And we have a 5/5, so depending on what they have in their hand, they're probably going to take this out. This is the telling sign, what they have. Alright, let's see what they're going to play next. We can take out anything that they throw our way. The Swamp Ooze isn't a big deal. It's a 1/2. It's nothing. Let's go with the 7 here. The 7's going to be the smart play. Again, the 7/7's actually probably the slightly smarter play. And I think we just, for the easiness of this, we'll take that out. We'll sort up and we will hit face. So this will be a little bit interesting. I think what's going to happen is that they're probably going to get a Flame Strike soon. And that Flame Strike, all it's going to do is just wipe everything off the board. That or they might have a Blizzard. We'll see if they draw a Blizzard. But they don't have a Blizzard. That is good for us. Unfortunately here, we're going to get this sent back to our hand, which isn't great. But we can work around it too. So we're going to have to play around the good old-fashioned, whatchamacallit, Flame Strike. Not Flame Strike, but Pyroblast. So we're going to have to get a lot of damage really quickly, not take a lot, and hopefully we can survive this, because Pyroblast is always key. I think this turn we go with... Alright, that's a bit of an interesting play. I'm fine with that if they don't have anything to take it out with. So this turn, what we do is we go with the silence, because if this is a copy like I thought it was going to be, you know what? It might not be a copy. I think we should check. We gotta check this. Okay, so it's not Ice Block. It's gonna be summon 2 of the same. You know what? Let's just deal with it like this. I think because it's not Ice Block here, it's not what I was expecting it to be. All right, so the Fireball, that's fine with me. You know, we can lose a little bit there. That is definitely duplicate, just the way they're playing around this. So. Oh, maybe it's not. I thought it would have been duplicate. Huh. That kind of shocked me, actually. I played that pretty poorly then, if it wasn't duplicate. Alright, we just gotta cash these 2 in. And this could be lethal here. 6, they're 2 off lethal here, so depending on what they have in their hand. That Fireball kind of did take a good amount of damage away. But I can just see them crashing with this to the face, and going from there. Actually, they might take out both here. So silence. So yeah, this is a pretty easy turn for them. I think we're gonna take the loss here. I don't know about you guys, but I think it's a fairly safe thing to say that we're taking the loss. We'll see what they draw. Again, if they draw a Frostbolt, it's GG, no re. Our best play this turn might be to attack Shadow Step and then see what we draw. And then they're gonna go face. This is a very tough scenario here. I think we can heal up. So let's see, that's actually 5 costs. You know what? This isn't a bad play at all. So we get it down to 2. It gives them the card draw, which we really didn't want. It gives them the counters. Oh, we don't have the counter spell. I think we hit face and we tackle that. They're gonna crash in with this. I think it's pretty much GG no re at this point. I've used 2 of my higher end minions. I really haven't gotten a lot more out of here yet. So I think we're done here. I think we're getting our first loss. It's gonna be really tough otherwise. They have a very strong deck. All the death rattles and stuff, and the card draw there, like the card draw into the freaking Sledge Belcher. That's so big that I actually can't even deal with this. So I think that's game. I'm gonna concede now. There's nothing I can do. There's nothing I can do there. They're just gonna take that out really easily. So well played from them. So that's going to do it for these 3 games, guys. Stay tuned till Wednesday when we get the next episode of this out. Again, trying for about 3 games or so every episode. I think is a good kind of mix. And as always, take it easy, and I'll catch you guys on the flop side.